Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. More exciting times ahead for Newcastle United fans because Mark Douglas last night dropped an exclusive article of Amanda Staveley about her ambitions for the women's team. Now this is also quite important for the men's team because it fills the gaps that we've been waiting for so long. We now know the ambitions set for the women's team, the kind of levels that these new owners want, and I can't get over how mad they actually are. So first things first, in the pinned comment down below is the link to the article. Mark Douglas himself has given me permission to actually talk about a quote in the video. And let me say this now, this is easily one of the best articles I've seen about Newcastle United since the takeover. I can't get over how good this article is and I can't recommend it enough. I highly recommend you reading this article because it's just mad. I can't say it anymore, it's just mad. But anyway guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you get down there as well and hit that subscribe button. It massively helps out the channel and it also keeps you informed for whenever videos come up on the channel itself. You could also hit the like button as well as leave me your thoughts in the comments section. It also massively helps out, and like I said before, the more the merrier, and Newcastle United fans now, I mean, exciting times ahead, like I said. But anyway though, I'm going to keep my composure and let's get into it. First things first, I'm going to address some of the negative comments that the women's team received in my videos. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because some of those comments link quite well to Mark Douglas's articles, and I can prove some points here. So one of the points people make is that the women's team has nothing to do with the men's team. Don't correlate it together and it doesn't benefit the men's team. That is a misconception. I will explain why shortly. And as for the other point, some people in general just comment saying, oh well, it's the women's team, so what? I don't care about them. Listen, that's your opinion. I can't tell you otherwise. You're entitled to your opinion. I would do my utmost to encourage you to actually watch the women's team or at least watch my videos about them. And to be fair, our previous owner never cared about the women's team. He never once watched the game. He never funded the team. And in my opinion, well, if the owner doesn't care about the women's team, then why should the fans? So yeah, I can't get that point, but in general, if you don't want to watch women's football, then I can't tell you otherwise. However though, I would ask you not to put it in the comment section because the players, the manager and the staff watch the videos. And obviously it can be quite hurtful for them if they do actually see those comments, so please don't do that. No to any sexist comments as well, you just be banned off the channel automatically, so don't even bother. And as for the other point about it not making a difference in the men's team, that's actually wrong, because if the women's team was in the Champions League, Newcastle's financial fair play would actually be allowed to spend more money in the transfer window, so it actually would benefit the men's team if we were in the Champions League. And as well as that, the more fans that attend the women's games, or the more fans that are interested in the Newcastle women's team, is just good commercially for us. So that conception that the women's team has nothing to do with the men's team is actually wrong. It does help us out quite a bit in the long run. Onto the article now. The first thing we're going to talk about is that historic game on the 1st of May. If you don't already know, it is the first time ever that the Newcastle women's team will play at St James's Park. They are expecting a record attendance. In the article itself, Amanda Staveley states that she hopes there will be 30,000 Newcastle United fans at the game. Now, just to put that into context, the Newcastle women's current record attendance is 2,700 set this season at Kingston Park. They want 11 times the record attendance for that game on that Sunday. Not only that, it will be one of the highest domestic records for a women's match in English history. I don't know exactly what the record is. I tried researching it. There's just no information on it, but it would be one of the highest ever. And on top of that, the Newcastle women's team's in the 4th division of women's football. So that's equivalent to about 30,000 fans in League 2, which is, again, just unheard of. My personal prediction when I first heard about that game is that I reckon there'll be 6,000 Newcastle fans in there. Now that I think about it, I do believe there'll be at least 10,000, but 30,000, do I really think they can do that? God, I sure hope so. The club is promoting the hell out of this game. Against Leicester on Sunday, the girls actually come onto the pitch at half-time, so the fans can actually see them for themselves. And yeah, there's little things like that's going to stick by in their heads, and I really feel like it could potentially happen. I mean, it's a big, ambitious claim, but 30,000 fans, can we do it? Enough beating around the bush, now let's actually talk about Amanda Staveley's long-term projection for the women's team and how important this is in putting that mindset into the men's team as well. I can't get over, by the way, how exceptional these targets are. By 2028, she wants a Newcastle women's team playing in the Champions League. Now, this ambition is just incredible. It's almost borderline delusion how good this ambition is. And I love every single second of it. So within the next 5 years, because bear in mind this season is done now, due to results in the league, Newcastle Women's are not going to get promoted. So within 5 years, we need to get promoted 3 times. And because there's only 12 teams in the Premier League for women's football, you have to finish first or second to get into the Champions League. So within 5 years, we've got to get promoted 3 times, and we've got to finish first or second in the Premier League. I mean, what? What? I just can't get over that. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. And that's exactly the ambition that Newcastle have been dying for decades. And we can put that into the men's team shortly, and just, it's how the projection is that gets me. It's not the fact that it was steadily going up. The projection's like a roller coaster. It's just going straight up. There's just, I mean, is it even possible to do that? Like, it would be like a first in history for women's football. I just can't get over how mad this actually is. And just think about it for just a moment now. If that's what the new owners want for the women's team, what on earth do they want for the men's team? Because with all due respect, the PIF, Amanda Staveley, the Rubens, they didn't all buy Newcastle solely for the women's team. They bought it mainly for the men's team. They've got loads of commercial brand stuff, I imagine they want to get out there. What have we got in store for that main team? To say the least, I think silverware would definitely be in the cards. Within the next 5 seasons, we already know that we want to be reaching for that Champions League football as well for the men's team. But I don't think we ever get a definitive answer from Amanda Staveley, because I personally think that she would not want to let fans down. And I think by giving a clear-cut answer towards the men's team, she has obviously a risk of being criticised for not reaching those goals. Whereas for the women's team, she's a bit more lenient, shall we say, on it. And it's just exceptional. I know for a matter of fact that the ambitions for the Newcastle men's team is just going to be out of this world. We have already heard players like Kieran Trippier say, we want to be challenging for the Premier League. And it all kicks off next season. I don't know how quickly it's going to take for us to get there, but my word, next season onwards, it's going to start to slowly go up. It's like turning bread into toast. We leave it unattended for too long, it will be burnt. However, though, we keep an eye on it. We work on it, we make sure all the buttons are dialed in place, and that toast will be crisp and it will taste delicious. And I know for a fact in Newcastle, we're going to be that bit of toast. I know we are. And I'm looking forward to seeing how we get on with that team now. But just to get in those projections of the women's team, you know for a matter of fact, in that men's team, it's going to be just ludicrous. It's going to be out of this world how good those projections are. And we will see over the summer transfer window, with the business we make, the intent that we really have going forward, it's going to be on another level. Sorry about that. Got a bit carried away, one step at a time. But back on topic to the article now, we're going to talk about the women's team more and about how the owners are going to work with them. And again, we can use that to fill in some pieces to the puzzle regarding the other team. Mark Douglas also had a chance to speak to Becky, the Newcastle women's manager, about how the owners actually are going to work with the team. And she was saying straight away that wasn't a PR stunt. There's no intent for the owners to do it, just for themselves. And from a personal level, as you can see from the videos on the screen now, this was of course when both Amanda and Murder attended the women's match to see the players themselves. And I mean, I can speak from first hand that they're clearly not there to try and just smile and wave at people. They're clearly there because they have actual intent with the team. They clearly care about how the team performs. They want to see the team be the best as they possibly can be. Furthermore, I'm still not done yet. Oh my God. They want Becky Langley to actually share her knowledge with Eddie Howe, on both to work together, and Dan Ashford on top of that for whenever he gets a point to come in. And all 3 of them to work together. It's just, what? It's like the Avengers, everyone's just teaming up together to fight Thanos. I mean, what the hell's going on here? It's just astonishing. I can't keep up with all this. There's so much going on with this article. And it looks very good. This is just, I need to remind everyone, this is just for the women's team. We'll finish things off now by me giving my thoughts on how exactly didn't actually get the women's team in the Champions League in 5 years' time. I mean, like I said, it's not going to be easy at all. It's going to be just crazy. However, though, the team at the minute's already good enough to be in the 3rd tier, but due to how the league structure is, it's just not going to happen. My best bet would be to work on the bench a bit more. I think the start 11 is solid. However, though, if some of the consistent goal scorers get injured, there's not really anyone on the bench that can come on and fill the void. They're all youngsters, all up-and-coming players, especially with the expectations now. So I would get a few more players in that have actually got experience, that are ready to go straight away. And we get ourselves in the 3rd division first, then we've got to figure out how the hell we're going to get in the 2nd division and the 1st one. So we do have to take it one step at a time, even though, as I said before, it's like going up a roller coaster. It's all going to happen very quickly. But I've got confidence in Becky and all the staff members. All brilliant. All you got to do is give them the tools and they will build you a castle. All of them know exactly what they're doing. I've got so much confidence in them doing it, and I'm looking forward to actually seeing this evolve on a football pitch. Imagine, for example, in 2030, and I'm going back in my vlogs, the 2021, I'm seeing all these games in the 4th division comparing it to Champions League winners potentially. It's just going to be one of those ones I can see. I was there. I was there for those, I wouldn't say dark days, I was there for those days where we weren't the team we are now. And imagine going on the away days to Barcelona and Budapest, the women's squad. That'll be brilliant. I'll be looking forward to every second of that. So yeah, we keep an eye on how things go. It's going to take a while, obviously, but not as long as you would think. Again, with those goals coming up very soon, but it's about getting those goals done. The manager, the staff, the players have got to be ready for it, because my God, it's going to be hard. But I'm sure they can do it. Every step of the way I will be there, and all those fans will be there as well. The owners will be there, the players will be there. We've got this. Anyway guys, thank you all for watching. It's like midnight now. I had to get this video done the Friday night so I can enjoy my Saturday and not have to record anything. So yeah, I'm struggling to keep up with this at the minute, but don't you worry, I'll be on it. These owners are working our asses off, and I'm going to make sure I do the same. But thank you guys for watching. I'm tired, I'm going to go to bed now, but I'm going to go to bed knowing that we have got the most ambitious owners in football history, and I know for a fact we can and we will